let's talk about how to attract the perfect client. So this works. I have done this for my one-on-one clients. I have done this with the Mistress Mind, like both rounds of the Mistress Mind. We're heading into round number 3, and each time, the most perfect clients. I've also done this with lovers, I've got to say. I've done this with lovers, and what I will say with some lovers, when I've done this in love, is there's been a couple of times where I'm like, oh my God, this is exactly what I wanted, like for better or for worse, right? Like, has this ever happened to you with lovers? It's like, has this ever happened where you're like, oh, I literally got exactly what I wanted, like for better or for worse? So that's the funny part. But let's really stick with clients, okay? And, I believe that it's all intertwined. I believe it's the same. When you learn how to call in soulmate clients, you learn how to call in soulmates. It's all around. So let's talk about, how do you call in, how do you attract the perfect clients? I have done this for both rounds of the Queen's Coven Mistress Mind. I've done this for my other programs, my one-on-one offerings. And you get to, you wouldn't believe it, I literally have felt the essence of people and called them in love and in business. And it's always better, I've got to say, in my years of doing this now, it's always better. The person that you call in is always even better in person. And so I just want you to know this. Also, hi everyone, it is Pamela, aka the Awakened Aphrodite. I am here to show you how to tap into your feminine dominance, that OG goddess energy, so that you can explode your bank account and your love life with ease, all being surrounded by the witchy magical vibes, because that's the best part. And, rewiring your mind with hypnosis and giving you all the strategy that you need. So here's what you want to do. I highly recommend doing a sensual magic practice, a sensual magic practice. And all that means is that you want to tap into sensual energy. The energy of pleasure is the most powerful energy. It is the most powerful energy of creation. So you want to get into this energy, and you want to get into, now you can write down, you can have a goal. So this is what I do. You can have a numeric goal, for example, of how many people you want in your program. And you can write that down. And I want you to then one by one, or if it's just one-on-one client, you can do this with one person, whatever you want to do. I want you to feel each one of these individuals' vibrations, okay? So if it's a group program that you're doing, you want to, first of all, tap into how many you see there, right? Maybe write down the number, and then tap into each one of their unique vibrations. And I want you to marinate in it, right? Touch your body, get into the sensations. Maybe make notes, if you have your journal, about what are the things that they love? What is their unique essence? What is it that they wish that you knew? What is it that no one sees in them that you see in them? Right? What are these sort of layers that exist inside of them that are begging to be spoken to, called to, held, seen, cultivated, transformed? And I want you to really journal and get into what that looks like, okay? Journal on it. And maybe it's different. Maybe it's all the same for all of the people in your group. And maybe it's different, right? Maybe it's different. For me, it always starts with someone who is very creative, and there seems to be this sort of struggle between making money and honing their creativity all at the same time. Oh, but I've got to do this sort of strategy, or I've almost this I have to choose thing. And in working with me, they get to really bring it all together. So when you tap into the vibration of your perfect peeps, this is when everything starts to transform. Like, are you actually writing to them, right? Are you actually speaking to them? Are you speaking not to them, but into them? And then calling them in, like literally imagining going into the sensual practice, the sensual magic practice, getting into the vibration, feeling really good, and then imagine them coming towards you. Imagine them actually coming towards you. And, you know, this is like the climax. This is like the beautiful part of your practice where you're like, oh, you can literally feel them coming into your sphere, coming into your space. And I want you to imagine how you've changed their lives and transformed their lives, how you've taken them from this initial place to this other place. So, by the way, you know, I keep like wanting to stick on money and wealth because, you know, we're launching the Queen's Coven Mistress Mind, and this is like a major wealth upgrade. But in all of my containers, we talk about everything. Like, we talk about the love, we talk about everything because they're so deeply intertwined. You can do this with lovers. Like, imagine whispering in their ear. Imagine them telling you what you've transformed in their life. From having you in their life, this is what they've been able to transform. This is what they've been able to step into. And literally imagine that you're casting and weaving a spell, right? Because you are, right? Like, this is magic, right? We're talking about magic. And obviously tap into this highest alignment for everyone and this highest sort of transformation. And your intention in magic is the most important part. So I feel like I could like riff on this, and I feel like I could go in so many different directions, but I kind of don't want to do that. I kind of want to keep this so fucking simple because it's so fucking simple. The only thing that's not simple is that it takes a little bit of time. Like, there's the time commitment of the journaling. There's the getting into your body. There's the sensual magic practice, right? Light the candles, bring in the incense, play the music. Literally imagine this. I have had launches that were like crickets, complete crickets, okay? Hadn't done this practice, kind of was like putting it off or just whatever. And then I was like, okay, no, I really want to do this. I'm going to do this. Do the practice, and boom, overnight, it just transforms. Overnight, the people start to come in. Overnight, I start to get messages, and I feel the vibration of the people. I'm like, oh my goddess, these are the exact people. Like, I'm very clear that in my love life, anytime I'm not dating, it's because I really don't want to. I'm very clear that in my business, anytime that I don't have like the thing, I'm very clear that it's because I just don't want to, right? Because when you hone your magic, which if you want to do this, come into the palace, join the Queen's Coven Mistress Mind, you get the strategy, you get the rewiring, you get all the magic, and you just get the support. You get the sisterhood. We begin December the 13th. Send me a DM, save my phone. It is going to be a small group of queenpreneurs ready to take their business and their love lives to the next fucking level, like the next level, like the unimaginable level. We've been getting amazing results. People have met their, started dating, healed relationships, met their, soulmate, calling in their soulmate clients. It is a whole fucking vibe. One queen could barely make her first payment to join and just had her first $12,000 month. And we're about to expand that. You want in on this. Trust me, it is easy. And when you're in the vibe of remembrance, it's easier and you remember. When you hone your magic, when you hone your craft, calling in your soulmate people is easy. And if they're not there, you can really ascertain that you must not want it, because it really actually becomes that easy. Like, oh, I'm not dating right now. It literally is because I must not want to, or there's something there, because I know I can call in a person in an instant, right? Like, oh, I don't have this exact client. Well, I know that there must be a block there. I know that there must be some mindset that I need to do, because I know I can call in the client that I desire in an instant, okay? And so can you. It's practice, it's practice, it's practice, it's practice. Magic, attraction, manifestation, really, I'm all talking about magic at the end of the day, and energy, because it's just all energy, is a thing, is a skill that you hone, just like anything else, okay? So this is how to attract your soulmate peeps, your soulmate clients, your soulmate individuals. If you're ready to join the Queen's Coven Mistress Mind, make sure you message me ASAP so that you can secure your 2 bonus one-on-one sessions with me. And I've got you. I mean, like, this is going to change your life forever. Your life, your business gets to radically transform in the next 6 months. And I love you so deeply. Thank you for watching. And I will talk to you soon.